Welcome back everyone to Chapter 2, Investing. In the course introduction, I briefly mentioned that in order to know a thing or two about trading, we need to know a thing or two about investing. And the two really go hand in hand. You can see trading as shorter term investing, and you can look at investing at longer term trading. Investing happens on a longer time horizon generally. So it's important to distinguish the two, but I would advise you to not put yourself in the box of an investor, just an investor, or just a trader. The two really go hand in hand, and there's times when you are looking for an investment that might benefit you better, and there are times where you might act more like a trader. Reasons to invest is, for me, number one, inflation, the devaluation of the currency that you hold. So, for example, a good example is that €1 you hold today will not buy you the same amount of things that in 10 years than it does now. So it's inflation is something that works against you if you just have your money invested in a currency like the euro or the dollar. And second is that in old times we used to be able to park our money in a bank account, and in return for that we would get interest. But that interest has diminished more and more, and actually we're heading towards a time where we need to start paying a bank in order to park money there. So there's two things that are working against your currency there. Let's say that it's a euro. There's two things that you have against you, and they both result in your currency, your euro, becoming worth less and less. In this chapter, we'll discover the investing, and we'll talk a little bit what you can do in order to fight this devaluation of your currency yourself. It's not difficult, it just requires some time. And speaking of time, it is also your most valuable asset, especially in a younger age. The sooner you invest, the sooner you start with investing, the bigger your benefits are going to be in the long run. And we'll discover that in the first lesson. We're going to talk about compounding. Then we're going to talk about types of investing, because we can categorize certain ways of investing. Number 3 is familiar asset classes. In Chapter 4, we're going to dive deeper into the term IPO, but also ICO and IEO. So more on that in that lesson. Then we're going to practically create an investment portfolio. We're going to be talking about baskets and sectors. 6, investing strategies, because just like trading, you need a strategy in order to get somewhere. Number 7, managing investments. And we're going to close the lesson off with a recap. This chapter is a little bit lighter than other chapters, but it's definitely one of the most important. You'll be required to do more of your own research. And for example, attached to this video is already a 43-minute video by Bill Ackman, where he takes you through all the steps of investing, starting a company, investing in companies, looking at a topic like compounding, for example. But you will be required to do more of your own research. Less videos, more reading, and more discussion in Slack. I will see you in the next video where we'll talk about compounding.